excellent strength and perfect clarity is the 5x5.
It's Real Talk with David and Nikki. Stay tuned for hot topics, gossip, and a little shade on the 5x5.
Podcasting straight to your MP3 player. Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Welcome back. Sorry if you guys had heard the first episode, not the first episode, I did one just before this and I was rudely interrupted. I'm sorry I had it off mute and all that stuff. Sometimes, since I don't do live shows here on Spreaker that much, most of them are podcasts. Sometimes I do get a little mixed up with the console and stuff, but I'm back and hopefully we can get this started. Like I said, thank you guys for joining me. I am David from the 5x5 and I'm going to do something a little different today because I read an article this morning and I wanted to talk about the article, play a little music, and the music is from all my past shows that I've done here on Spreaker and Blog Talk Radio that I enjoy, that I like listening to. So that's what it's called, Saturday Talk and Music Live, because I gotta go to work soon and I'm really not feeling work. I'm not feeling all that great. So, you know, what are you gonna do? It's Christmas time, so it's holiday time. I'm not saying Christmas time, it's holiday time, and so I had to make some more money. But like I said, thanks for joining me. Check out the Facebook page at the 5x5, completely spelled out, or send me a tweet at the 5x5 and the 5-star numeric. A quick shout out to my boys of the crew, which is a new show we're doing on Thursdays. We're pre-recording and doing it together, then uploading here on Spreaker. It's called The Crew. You can go to the website, thecrewshow.net. It's in its infancy, so give it some time. We do have a Facebook page called The Crew Show, and also Twitter at The Crew_show. But it's three of us, three gay guys, three different opinions, talking about different topics. The last week's was hilarious. Check us out here on Spreaker. Check out the Coven debate. And the show showcases myself, Iconoclast from the Off Limit Show, and Ken Boggle from the Ken Boggle Talk Show on Blog Talk Radio. So give us a listen, give us a follow, like the Facebook page, send us a tweet. We'd love to hear from you. And I want to say thanks to Dwayne Hadley from the Dwayne Hadley Show. He's been a great supporter of the show and me personally. He's a good guy, and check him out. He's on Spreaker as well. So to the article at hand, this morning I read an article on the HuffingtonPost.com, and it was called 8 Things That Gay Men Need to Stop Saying. The article was written by Mark Brennan Rosenberg, and he gets some hate from some of the gays, I guess, from saying that some of the things aren't true, but some of them were true. Some of them think a little ridiculous. So I'm going to go through all 8 and play some music. And so the first one says, the first thing in the article was, I'm straight acting. This is one of the 8 things that gay men need to stop saying. So if you're a gay man living in 2013 and you've had any kind of internet access within the last 10, maybe even 15 years, you know, online profiles are kind of inundated with this: I'm straight acting. You know, whether they're saying it or not, you know, you really don't get this kind of stuff in person, but you do get it. And when you read these profiles on straight acting, just because you play football or you don't walk with more of a sachet, you walk more like a rapper, that doesn't make you straight acting. But again, that worked for some people, and again, I don't really have that big of a problem with it. It's offensive to others, but when me myself, I would say I'm straight acting, but that's all subjective. Yeah, because some people who say they're straight acting aren't that straight acting. Because when I lived in Atlanta, I would go to a club. If you're from Atlanta, you know the Club Bulldogs, and you see a lot of straight. I guess there's a difference between straight acting and straight looking, because you go in the club and you see all these thugs that are very straight looking, with the Timbs, the baggy jeans, do-rag, blinged out. They might even have a grill. And then you start talking to them, and then Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz falls out of their mouth. So I'm like, oh. So when I moved to Atlanta first, I was, wow, I didn't know that existed, because I'm a little country boy from Indiana. But it was funny, it didn't bother me one way or the other. But, so that whole straight acting thing, gay men saying that, it's all subjective. You might say it, but it may not necessarily be true, because some of the most feminine guys that I've ever met have been some of the most athletic and strong and will whoop your butt at a drop of a dime guys that I've ever met too. So with that being said, number 2, have you switched teams yet? I just think that's silly. I've never heard anyone say, have you switched teams? The author says, we strive to teach others that our homosexuality was not a choice. So why do we feel the need to ask our hot straight friends if they've switched teams yet? Although we always welcome hot new arrivals to the gay club, we know that it wasn't a choice for us. Asking straight people if they decided to be gay yet just sets us all back a few decades. I think right here he is just totally taking himself way too seriously. It's not that serious. I think if any time, I've always had a lot of quote unquote hot straight male friends. I don't think I've ever asked them that, and if I did, which that's something I would never say. And I think a lot of my gay comrades would say, yeah, we never said that. So I don't know where this guy's living at, but yeah, I've never asked that to any of my, and if I did, like I said, it would be just flirty and being funny and, just joking. If it's a friend, what difference does it make? I wouldn't go to a straight stranger that have you change teams if I knew they were straight. That didn't make sense. So I think he's wrong on that one. But before we get to number 3, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Here we go. Embrace the taste.
Setting your sights high, nothing can pull you down. Oh, what's in your mind's eye? Just take
And that was Alex Barroza with Embrace the Taste. I love that. It has enough, bass. Again, another of my independent artists that I like to listen to that I've played on a few past shows. Okay, so number 3. I particularly like this one. When gay men say, "This is giving me life." Let me read the article first. We gay men have a flair for the dramatic, but some of the dramatic sayings we've adopted are just plain silly, like saying this, insert now, like this tree, this TV, these shoes, is giving me life. How can a scarf give you life unless you're literally freezing? How can a plate of egg white omelets give you life unless you're literally starving? I'm pretty sure that the only thing that gave you life was your mother, and if you're too busy saying that everything else in the world is giving you life, you most likely owe her a phone call. Insert side eye. Because to me, I think when somebody says give me life, they're just saying I like it. It's just a way to say I like. Or if you say that's cool, it's not really code. So yeah, Mr. Mark from this article, he sounds a little bitter. I don't know what his problem is, but I have a friend on Facebook that everything gives him life, whether these shoes or he's at IHOP or he's singing. It's just another way to say that something that you enjoy is giving you life, making you feel good. So it is. I don't know. It's just one of those things. And MCOM just sent me a message in the chat room. He said, excuse me, just a question. How do you find stuff to talk about? Do you plan it or improvise? I do both. Most of my shows are planned out, but sometimes, like today, I'm reading an article that I read this morning, and I'm kind of improvising as I go along. But thanks for joining us in the chat, MCOM. I do appreciate you. Take a listen to some of the past shows and listen to the crew. Those are kind of improvised. We have one topic, and then we just kind of go off on different tangents about that same topic. But thanks for checking us out today. And so that question just gave me life. I felt good. Somebody's listening to the show. My listeners, all my listeners, they give me life. Makes me feel good about myself. So, Mr. Brennan Rosenberg, get over yourself. This is your article is not giving me life. On to number 4. Do you want to sleep with other people? And this is in respect to if you're in a relationship that's going sour. The article says, if your relationship isn't working, how about asking, do you want to break up? I've met maybe one straight person who's ever posed this question to a partner, but for whatever reason, it's commonplace in gay relationships when things get bad, instead of breaking up or working things out in therapy. Do people still do that? Gay men always raise this question. If you really love your partner, this should never be asked. Well, here's the thing. Gay men do a lot of times break up because they want to sleep with other people. That's just the nature of being a man. Whether it's a gay man or a straight man. Straight men, a lot of times they leave their girl if she's not doing something in the bedroom he wants her to do, and he's found another chick on the side that's going to do it. He wants to leave her because he wants to sleep with somebody else. So that may be a good question to ask. Do you want to sleep with somebody else? You need to tell me. If I'm paying all the bills and you want to go sleep with her down the street or him down the street, you need to tell me. But, again, I think Mr. Brennan has lived a very sheltered gay life, if this is the best he could come up with in this particular article. But so I'm just going to ignore that one and play another song. We'll be right back.
Alright, straight up and down. Girl, you cold-hearted. Let me see your resume. Let's get it started. And you got that super tongue and your ass so fat it's retarded. Pardon, I just won't whip it and poke it. All I need is a swig of the dawkins. Then I'ma dog it off and ballin'. Shit on the offense. Drink a whippers with the Daltons. Stealing them softly. Like bitch, I'm the shit and you know this. Step out my outfit, pimpin' in motion. Your pussy, I own it. Ain't gotta be mine for me to control it. I'm all in your zone it. Like, what did you want it?
Gotta get another job now, 'cause I can't seem to make enough money. Damn, I've been working so hard now, but I still can't provide for my family. Isn't knocking at the door. Taxman here, government, what am I working for? Strength is running out, but I can't quit now. And the music going on, looking up a wonder.
I am living for Tanashi singing Who Am I Working For? Yeah, that's my jam. I love that. You guys should like that too. So we're on to, what are we on? We are on, let's see. We talked about I'm straight acting. Have you switched teams? This is giving me life. Do you want to be with other people? So number 5 is you're so pretty for a lesbian. Not that I have a lot of lesbian friends. That is offensive. That is, I have said that before, and that's all that whole prejudgment thing. And so I will agree with the author on this article because I don't want to be prejudged by how I look. People say, "Oh, you're a bear," which I think is fine because I am. But yeah, you're so pretty for a lesbian. We need to stop saying that, self-included. Number 6, this is everything. I think the author become kind of redundant with this. He already said this is giving me life. Same thing applies to this particular saying. He goes on to say in this article, he says, this coat is everything. This bag is everything. These scallops are everything. Well, if everything is everything, which seems to be the case, then everything is essentially nothing. So the next time you walk down the street and in one breath mention how a homeless woman, a man's red blazer, a Macy's, a pile of old newspapers, the Virgin Mary, the Broadway musical Pippin, the random member of Destiny's Child who was only around for the Jumpin' video. That was some shade. That was a read. Video Wyoming Governor Matt Mead and Trading Spaces, Paige Davis are everything. Really think about the word. Everything means it means all that exists. So more than one thing cannot technically be. God, this guy is so bitter. I can't believe he actually wrote this article. I should write for the Huffington Post. If something like this gets on there, maybe I should write for the Huffington Post. Anyhow. Let's play another song by Love Shadow. I don't know what they're really saying. The song is called Theo Bromo Kakeo, but I think they're saying the chocolate box. Listen in to see what you guys think they're saying.
Come and take a look. Open up my chocolate box. I bet you like a tea. I don't know, but you can brush. Think he like a lot. A chocolate box. A chocolate box. A chocolate box. My chocolate for X and Y. You wouldn't know me if I passed you by. Alone in space and time, I'm happy in my blankets of stars so deep, where they won't find me. Way out here, alone in space and time. Way out here, a chocolate box, a chocolate box, a chocolate box, a chocolate box. So I'm sorry, babe, that I don't have the arms to hold you.
See, don't you think she's saying the chocolate box? She could be saying something else, but I love the beat. I love the music. I love how her vocals. So I like that song. I play that on my show quite a bit. So we're up to number 7. This is out of the whole 8. This is probably one that resounds with me the most. Calling each other girl. Gay men are men, not women. When using the word girls, one should be referring to either young females or that moderately funny TV show that features Lena Dunham's breast every 15 seconds, and that kind of hot NBC nightly news anchor's daughter, not other gay men. I don't watch the show Girls, so I don't know what he's talking about. But yes, I hate saying this. I have a friend that always on my Facebook page, he's a gay man, of course, and he always say, "Girl, say that," or "Girl, I like what you wrote," or "Girl, you look good in that picture." Stop calling me girl. I'm not a girl. I know it's a hello to many gay men. I don't like being called girl. I am not a girl. Don't see me out with my mother and run up to me when you see me and say, "Hey girl, how you doing?" I don't like that. That's not cute. It's not pretty. I'm not a girl. I happen to love being a man, boy, whatever. I love being a man. I love men. That does not make me a girl. I might sashay a little bit. That still doesn't make me a girl. And until somehow I miraculously lose my penis and get a vagina, I will never, ever be a girl. So stop saying that. I know it's good for other gay men, and I'm not bitter by any means. I just don't like being called a girl because I embrace my manhood. I embrace everything there is about being a man, except for some of straight guys' fashion sense. But no, I like being a boy. So don't call me girl. And so I would say, even though this whole article, I disagree with most of it. Being a girl, I'm not a girl, so don't call me one. The last one, last but not least, you are living. Mr. Rosenberg says, I had to laugh when gay men say, Rosenbaum, whatever his name is. Let's see, let me get his name right so I won't sound like a fool. Mr. Rosenberg, I was right. Like Willow Rosenberg from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Interesting. He says, you are living is the last one, number 8. I had to laugh when gay men say things like, you are living in that tank top. You are living in those new Prada loafers. Of course, I'm living. If I weren't living, I would be dead. I'm not even going to go into the rest of this because the 8 was really 5 because he used 3. He used one topic 3 times, like it's giving me life. This whole you are living and that this is everything. They're all kind of on the same tone. But you know, I don't ever use that. But that, like I said, this is another form of life when you're living. So we've already went over that. So thank you guys for listening today. What else is going on with you guys? I am going to work, which I really don't want to do because I'm tired. I'm not feeling all that great. But let's play one more song. And this is a favorite song of mine. I've played it a lot. Maybe played it too much. You might get tired of hearing, listening to it. But this is Pieces, The Wrong Reason. Yes, I love that. I was living. That was everything. She's pretty for a lesbian. I wonder if she's straight acting. What else was there? And she probably hasn't switched teams because that was giving me life. And I wonder if she wants to sleep with other people. That was the article from the Huffington Post. 8 things you shouldn't say. The gay men need to take out of their vocabulary. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back on Tuesday or Wednesday here. Tuesday on Blog Talk Radio Live with Real Talk with David and Nikki. Thursday, The Crew. And maybe a couple little special extra shows in there to pass the time. Thank you guys for listening. Maybe we'll do this every Saturday. And we'll see you next time.
Check us out on Facebook at The 5x5 or tweet us at The 5x5 or go to Recycle Blog Talk for past shows. Thanks for tuning in.